Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is Timberborn. Okay, we are one day into the 8-day drought. We should be fine. We've got plenty of water and food in storage. Everything's going okay. I've got this water pump down here turned off so as to maintain the water that we've got in our aquatic farming area here. As you can see, we do have beavers zipping backwards and forwards along our zipline network. Over here, as you can see, we are putting in the levees for our dam system. In fact, I can set that one up as well, and that should, yeah, that should be fine. Right, these should be bringing the logs for this, so that's all right. Once that one's done, they'll build that one on top. Then I can get rid of the stairs and fill in that gap as well, and move backwards along here, building up in this section. So, shouldn't be too long before that is complete. I'm going to desynchronize the two sluices on the end and set those to close. And hopefully that will be enough to actually fill our reservoir over here. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Over here we've got our new planting area for maple and chestnuts. They're all in. It's going to be a little while before they're fully grown and providing us with what we need. We're still very low on chestnuts because obviously we only have the one, well, currently we only have one planting space for those, and that is that little section under there, which isn't great. It's a handful of trees at best. To be fair, we probably could do with some more trees for wood cutting, honestly. Although, we do still have plenty over there. We've got plenty of pine resin in stock. We could store more, but only in the buildings that use it. Maybe some more storage for pine resin? Mightn't be a terrible idea. No, we'll leave it for the moment. We're not using all of the pine resin that we have, so there's not a lot of point in storing any more, is there? Food-wise, we're doing absolutely fine. 3.3 thousand. We're full up on pretty much everything, including maple pastries. I mean, we're not full, but we have plenty of maple pastries in stock. Again, more storage for all of that stuff might not be a bad idea, but at the moment we don't really need it. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. Over here we have our rooftops on our housing area over here. Our well-being is currently at 47. What's dragging us down? Wet fur. The injury rate is affecting us a little bit, but not a huge amount. Well, there might be, yeah, half a point, so we should be all right there. Campfire, contemplation. I mean, we've got lots of contemplation spots around. Campfires, we might well benefit from getting another one in. Scarecrow. We don't have a scarecrow. And the brazier of bonding isn't doing great either. Let's have a look. Yeah, the brazier of bonding doesn't reach these houses over here. So, 400 planks. I mean, we could easily make it, couldn't we? We could stick another one in just down here. Let's stick another one in just down here. We will put that on a, whoops, on a slightly lower priority because I want to get this dam finished first. So we can get rid of these stairs. There we go. And let's get ourselves... Oops, I keep going to the wrong tab again. Let's get ourselves a couple of levees in there. And then one there, two there, two there, two there, one there. All right. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. You're not doing anything, are you? Let's pause you. Off you go. Day 22. We are halfway through the drought. We have got everything except this one last levee done, and we're just waiting for a builder on that. So they should be here momentarily. Any moment now they should turn up. Here they come. Come on, who are you? Jalgin. Hurry up, Jalgin. That's it. That's all done. So, we can actually get rid of the steps there in the platform. We don't need those. That'll give us a few of those resources back. And down here, as you can see, our brazier of bonding is already done. So we're now up to a well-being of 50. So what is missing? Well, we're missing a dance hall. We're missing scarecrows. We're missing the carousel and the mud pit. Everything else isn't too bad. I am going to put in some more bits and pieces for them, I think. Yeah, where am I going to put these? I mean, I could put another campfire in pretty much anywhere, couldn't I? Around the housing is probably the best place for it, so let's get a campfire in there. And we will pop in... Nope, we want decoration. A scarecrow just there to cover both of those. And I'm going to put in another campfire. Yeah, let's pop another campfire in there. We'll bring that path along. We'll stick another decoration, another scarecrow in there. That should cover some of those houses. It'll cover the campfire. It'll cover the rooftop terrace there. And I kind of want to put another rooftop terrace in over here, but I'd rather do it with overhangs again. Maybe not. Maybe we'll do that somewhere else. There's got to be another place we can stick one in that's reasonable. And you know what? That's reasonable, isn't it? Rooftop terrace. There we go. Get you on there. Alright, yeah, that's not too bad. That should help a little bit. Right. Dance hall. What do we need for that? 100 logs. We have them. 50 treated planks. We have them. 20 metal blocks. We have them. Alright. Where can we fit... I mean, we can fit it in right there, can't we? Or... how about over here? Yeah. Okay, if we tuck it in there, 1,200 science, we have 70-odd thousand. That's fine. Let's get a path up to it there. So that will be covered, obviously, by the scarecrow. It will be covered by these monuments. And let's pretty this place up a little bit more. If we stick a bush in the back there, and we can stick a lantern in just there. That's something, isn't it? In fact, let's get ourselves a bulletin board down here as well, shall we? Just scatter these decorations about as much as possible. And honestly, a bulletin board over here isn't a terrible idea. Let's stick it... Yeah, if we stick it there, it'll cover 2 of those houses. Like so. And if we stick another one up there, it'll cover the other 2. And if we stick that on top of there... It's not quite got the range to cover all of these houses, has it? Alright. So we'll stick one there and one there. And then we'll stick a beaver statue in as well, which will cover all of those houses. Alright. Bunch of decoration going on. Let them get on with that, and I'll spin on till the end of the drought. There we are, end of the drought. We're on cycle 20. Isn't that lovely? As you can see, we boosted our well-being a little bit. We're up to a well-being of 57 now. I put in some roofs down here on the, well, in the spaces that we could fit them, basically. Our dance hall is in. We appear to have possibly a D20 hanging up there, which is nice. All of our decoration is in. And up here, we are providing chestnuts. So we've got our gatherer here. Who is this? Vuji. Vuji is collecting chestnuts. So, yeah, we'll start to build up over here. Our other new planting area down here still isn't grown. What are we looking at? Okay, it'll be done by the morning, definitely. If not by today. And then they'll start producing chestnuts and maple syrup over the next couple of weeks. So that's good. We'll leave, obviously, the tapper's shack and the gatherer off for now. And over here, in what is going to hopefully become our new reservoir, the water is starting to filter through. I want to just make sure. Yeah, none of it is spilling out the back. There we go. That should be picking up now. There we are. Okay, so we are on full flow. It's going to take a little while to sort of filter through here, but hopefully with just two of these open. I did close them, didn't I? Yes. Yeah, so hopefully with just the two of these open, we should get enough flow through to help fill up our aquatic farming area. But also start to fill this as well. Fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. It's going to take a very long time for this to fill, obviously. If it even does fill. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But the water is flowing through this river section, so that should help. That should start filtering through eventually into this section. Looks like it actually might already be filtering through. Yeah, there we go. So that's coming through into this section. Oops, I've completely lost myself now. Okay, so yeah, this area is now filling. This is set to 95. Let's drop this to 85. So we'll keep some water in this little section here, but allow most of it to flow out through this river section into our aquatic farming. Excellent stuff. Still got plenty of metal to collect from these ruins here, so we don't need to worry too much about expanding our scrap collection at the moment. Right, I'm going to spin on for a couple of days and I'm going to see how we do. This doesn't appear to be filling. So I would have thought with the two water sources that those sluices would restrict flow slightly. Especially since they are dropping down over an edge. Right, day 2, I've reduced it down to one sluice open, and that seems to have done the trick. It's backing up and filling up this area now, so that's nice. That'll be why I've reduced it down to none. But let's open one of those, because we do want water to be flowing through here, definitely. Now, is that going to be enough to keep it filling up? Well, I guess we'll have to see. I'll spin on for the day and see what happens. Day 3 then, things are flowing through here. And this is still very slowly filling, I think. I mean, it's obviously filled enough to cover this sort of lower area. Whether it's going to fill up more than that remains to be seen. It should do. It probably should do. Over here we did pretty much empty this bad water reservoir. So that is now slowly filling up. In terms of power, we're good. Looks like we're actually getting enough from the water wheels and from the windmills that's actually keeping them charged at the moment, which is nice. We do still have some chestnuts in stock. Grilled chestnuts, that is, and it looks like we are still collecting 1 or 2. This reservoir is slowly filling again. Also very nice. And our chestnuts are now nearly full grown. All of them are nearly full grown. So we've got a few days left before they'll start producing any actual chestnuts. We did also boost our well-being to a 58, which is nice. We currently have no buildings requiring resources. We currently have no injured beavers. So yeah, we're doing all right now. Day 6 then, and our new reservoir is definitely filling up. It is slow, but it is filling, so that's nice. Love to see it. As I say, it's going to take a pretty long time to get this to fill up. I was considering just closing up this sluice. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just temporarily, I'm going to close this sluice. I'm going to let this drain into here. We'll close that up so it doesn't spill into this area. I think I'm going to bring this up a little bit more, because this is now only getting fed from this water source here. Just for the moment, just to allow this this reservoir over here to fill a bit more quickly. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure we are getting enough water to keep our aquatic farming area hydrated and not flooding anything. As you can see, we've got a building that lacks resources, but we do have a nice amount of grilled chestnuts. Yeah. We've also got a couple of injured beavers again, but, you know, that is what it is. This is, again, being very slow to fill, but, yeah, it is filling. Whether it'll fill up by the time we get to the next drought or bad tide, I don't know. I could obviously shut that sluice down and just rely on the wind and the power from the other wheels, but we'll keep it as it is at the moment, because, I mean, there is no wind at the moment. And in fact, we are using more power than we're generating. Is it worth putting in another bank of windmills somewhere? I mean, we could get some more in over here, couldn't we? They just need to be connected up to this power wheel. Water wheel, rather. We could put in, as we did over here, we could put in a line of these vertical power shafts and then lay the windmills on top. Maybe not a terrible idea. But we only have 3 beavers. 3 beds, 10 children. We've had a bit of a death wave, clearly. But that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Right. Let's get some stairs up there. We'll bring the path along like that. And then I think it's probably a good idea to get a mine in as well. 250 logs, we have plenty. 350 gears we don't have, because we don't have the storage for them. So let's up our storage of some stuff, shall we? Where are we going to put this? Now, what I could do, and what I think I will do, let's pause for a second. I'm going to disconnect you from there. I'm going to connect you to there instead. And then I'm going to put in another zipline station over here and have you connect to that one. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. So we keep our connections throughout here. They'll just have to, if they're going down to where the mine is, they'll have to change over. But it allows us to come across here and we can get some more storage in this area. So I kind of want to unlock a large warehouse. Let's unlock some large warehouses, shall we? We'll stick 2 in to start with. We'll bring the path just along there, like so. You can store gears. If I can find where gears are, there we go. And you can store... Not a lot of point in storing food up here. Let's get some explosives up here. And then let's get some underground piles in as well. We'll have you storing metal blocks. You can store planks. And honestly, another couple of those probably isn't a terrible idea. You can store treated planks. And you can store logs. There we go. So that's boosted our storage a little bit. If we need to put in any more storage for food, which, I mean, we might do. Don't know. But we can bring that up here as well. It's not ideal. I'd rather not put food all the way over here because we don't have any housing over here. Although, there's no reason why we shouldn't put some more housing in up here, is there? Let's build the storage first. Okay, I'll spin on for another few days. Okay, start of day 10. As you can see, our reservoir is filling quite nicely. I'm thinking about an overflow for this, basically. We probably won't need it, but it's going to need to be basically this height over here. So... over here, I'm putting in some explosives, or attempting to, so we can build an overhang over here so we can get into this section under here and put in a tunnel. And I'm trying to figure out what depth we need it to be. Yeah, so it's got to be basically 2 lower than this bit here, doesn't it? So essentially this height. Okay, I think that's about the right height we want it. So one beneath this tile here, which will be the same height as this. So if we put a tunnel through at that depth with dams across it, that should be enough to prevent it from overflowing. Prevent the reservoir from overflowing. It will escape through there just before it overflows. That's the way I think it will work. Probably. Maybe. Well, we'll have to see, won't we? Okay, start of day 12, and there's the drought warning. At least it's a drought. That's good. Over here, as you can see, we are still slowly filling up this this reservoir. We have got all the way to the barrier there, and almost all the way to the barrier there. So that's good. Everything is completely closed up still. I did release some water to just top up this little section here. And if we drop the layers down a little bit, you can see we have ourselves a tunnel. Yeah. I've had to put in some levees along here. Because obviously we have this trench that runs right through the middle of where our tunnel's going to go. And I don't really want to waste the water into this section here or out through this way. Because that will just, if we follow it around, fill up this area. It won't be able to dump into the bad water, but it will just be a waste of our fresh water. So we're just going to put this in here. I think I'll need a little bit more path, but not much. We'll just bring it up to there. I could have used platforms, obviously, but I thought might as well use levees. Why not? This is all underneath our storage up here. So that's all good. Yeah. Over here, our chestnuts are fully grown and are being harvested. So I've turned on our gatherer. You should be focused on chestnuts. Not that there's anything else for you to be collecting. Our maples have grown as well, and we're maybe halfway, or just over halfway for some of them, before they start producing maple syrup. So we're looking, another week or so for most of this. So we won't bother turning on the tapper's shack just yet. I tell you what, we probably want some storage as well, don't we? So let's get in. Yeah, let's get in a medium tank there for maple syrup. And we'll get in a warehouse there for, where are we? Chestnuts. And both of these are going to be to supply elsewhere. Well, I could probably do with a bit of path there as well, couldn't I? That would help. Okay. So back over here we are nearly done. Just the last couple of tunnel explosives to put in. I will get rid of all of those. I don't want to get rid of the path. Never mind. There we go. Let's put the path back in. There we are. Yeah, so we can get rid of all of this. I'll pop that on a priority. Not a hugely high priority. Just get it out of the way and get it into storage. We should have storage for it, obviously. Okay, so any minute now, these should be opened up. Okay, there's one. There's the other one. Finally. Thank you. Oops. Okay, now we can get rid of these platforms. Like so. And yeah, I feel like putting in some dams is probably the best bet. So let's stick some dams in this side. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get rid of those. Let's prioritise the collection of this rubble here. And then once that's done, we'll bring the path back and we'll put the dams down here. Because then if it does start to overflow, it will at least give us some hydration up here, won't it? Yeah, see, I am thinking. Right, I'll spin on to the start of the drought. Okay, there we go. Another 8-day drought. Again, shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've got plenty of water in all of our little sections. We do have, if I swing around here, do have some water in this that we can unleash into our aquatic farming area. In fact, we might as well do that. There's no point in having this up here at the moment. We're not using this gatherer or anything like that. There's no reason to keep this hydrated when we could in fact just dump all of that into this section down here. Our reservoir is pretty full, which is nice. We've got dams in down here. So, yeah, should that overflow enough, the water will come down here and spill out into this waterway anyway. And continue flowing through here. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. This is full. I'm going to turn off one of these water pumps there. And I'm going to turn off this water pump down here. We've got 6.8 thousand. We're not quite full. But we can still pump some more out of here from this water pump. So we should be fine for that. Food-wise, yeah, everything's pretty much full. Not completely, but pretty much full. So that's nice. We've even got, where are we, 127 chestnuts in storage, waiting to be grilled. 120 now, but, you know, you get the point. We're doing pretty well. I'm enjoying this map. It's a challenge. I imagine it would be very difficult on hard mode. Be quite difficult to get through those first few bad tides. And obviously, the longer the droughts go on, it would be more and more difficult to maintain. How are we doing for power? Oh, you're fine. I did close up this sluice down here. Because I wanted to fill this reservoir, and we really didn't need it, because actually for once we've been getting a lot of wind through here, plenty of wind to drive all of our industry, so that's nice. Yeah. Oh, and over here, as you can see, I got rid of some of the dandelions because we don't need them, and replaced all of this with more chestnut planting. Oh, let's get our gatherer to pick up some of those. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are going, honestly. Oh, we do have a chestnut spread that way. Nothing spreading into this area yet. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, I'm quite happy. We do have a bit of a boost of our injury rate again. I was thinking that maybe we should not bother with bots. Because, I mean, it's a lot of hassle for something that I don't think we really need on this map. We're doing fine without them. And the only thing that we'd really want them for is all of our industry, and that would just free up beavers. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments for anything I've done this episode. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. As usual, it really does help the channel out, and I'm still trying to help this channel to grow. The growth has very much slowed down over the last few months. I think I need some new games to entice some new people in, so if you've got any suggestions, drop those in the comments as well. But yeah, please give us a like and a subscribe. Please check out the other videos on my channel, and please join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.